Joining us now, Rick White, President and CEO of the Canadian Canola Growers Association. Good day for you, Rick.
Yeah, it is, Carolyn. Thank you.
People are celebrating, I assume, in your association?
Yeah, well, we very much welcome the announcement. It is definitely progress, and we certainly thank Prime Minister Carney and his delegation for what's been accomplished on this.
What sort of difference will this make in terms of jobs and the economy in terms of lifting these tariffs for canola producers?
Well, when you look at farmers alone, if had nothing been done, and this was going to drag out for another year or more, we were looking at farmers' losses in the $2 to $3 billion range, and that's just the farmer side of the equation, not the rest of the industry as well. So the economic impact of this is substantial. The canola that did not go to China, I should say, is worth about $4.9 billion. And so when that doesn't go, that's a big chunk of money and value that gets stranded here in Canada. And it's a big cost for us.
How much of an impact do you think it had that the Premier of Saskatchewan, Scott Moe, was there in person for these high-level meetings?
Well, it certainly didn't help, and it could only certainly didn't hurt, I should say. It could only help. Saskatchewan grows the most canola of any province in this country, and so Scott Moe, as Premier, has a lot at stake with that province, and he's representing the farmers and the industry there very, very well. And I think supporting provincially like he has, Prime Minister Carney, I think that's a good signal. It's a united signal, and that Canada's in this together, and I think it was very helpful.
Is there an acknowledgement from canola producers, however, that this win came at a cost for Ontario with the lifting of EV tariffs by Canada?
Well, they were well aware that the problems that we had was the cost that canola was bearing because of what happened in Ontario. But again, that's a political decision, and it was up to our political leaders to make the adjustments required to ensure that everybody was able to access the China market or flourish, I guess, in the industries that we represent. So farmers aren't really talking about that. They're very much talking about it when the tariffs hit here, about how unfair that was. But at the end of the day, they're not talking about it now. We're focused on canola, and it's a good news story for us.
And let's hope there's a good crop in the season ahead, Rick. Rick White, President and CEO of the Canadian Canola Growers Association. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.